Hey everyone, welcome to Zealots. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
Now I'm Robbie.
Back from the dead, it's Matt.
We have Matt this time.
I am. Oh,
Good.
and I'm Tip.
Hey,
All
Tip.
right, and
Yeah.
today we're going to talk about episode 8 and 9, Halo, the last two episodes of the season, and because we had a hiatus last weekend, so I guess we'll do episode 8 first. That seems to make sense. And
Yes.
well, you know, I think it's with a heavy heart to say this, but it was the end of the Quan saga, so there was no Quan in these last two episodes.
What happened? What was the whole point of
What
her
was-
arc?
I was wondering that too. Like, what was the point of her being there? Are we gonna find out in season 2?
Oh, you
Or
know,
like-
you know that's not wrapped up. You know that shit's coming back in season 2.
Yeah, she's gonna have
No.
another whole
So let me get
episode, I'm
straight.
sure.
In Halo 2, you get to play as the Arbiter, and season 2, you get to play as Quan.
You can watch half the season will just be Quan. And
Oh,
First
God.
person.
well, don't
Quan.
forget, the only I think Easter egg in that episode, with just Quan, was the monitor. So I'm guessing the monitor is going to come back in season 2, or Guilty Spark 343.
Guilty Spark 343.
Yeah, I'm guessing that was who popped out of the well.
Yeah, or it could be like
That's
another
the-
monitor,
I guess the well
Like-
is a portal to Halo.
like Innocent Plug 824. So it could have been another monitor. So but yeah, let's not talk about that at all. It's in the past. So episode 8. What happened? Halsey was doing
She banged. She
sketchy
banged.
stuff. She banged.
Oh,
She
she
banged.
banged.
She banged.
She banged. She banged.
Master
Yeah,
Chief got some.
That's a
Oh.
15-year-old reference for you right there.
Well, Halsey didn't bang, but McKee.
But yeah,
And Master Chief got on.
McKee and the Master Chief.
And it wasn't even like simulated like on the Halo. It was like
I
actual.
had a
It wasn't-
feeling they
it
were
wasn't
gonna do
graphic.
something between them, but I was hoping they didn't.
Oh, I mean, there were two attractive main characters that, I mean, by the laws of
that happened to-
screenwriting, you have to hook up.
Yeah, that happened to have the same ability, and
I'm gonna be disappointed.
don't
I
think-
was really shipping them. I really enjoyed them as a couple, and I was sad to see her leave.
Well,
Spoiler alert.
I heard rumors that was his sister, and that would have made it so weird.
I mean, Star
Yeah.
Wars. I'm good with Star Wars.
Well, Star Wars didn't actually do it. It's more like King Arthur.
It was just a
You
kiss.
know, Arthurian legend. You know, if you're into the sister coitus. But
I mean, Game of
Um,
Thrones. I feel like it's a much more relevant, or much
well,
more.
all we
recent
did was see them with
reference.
their shirts off. We never
Yeah.
got to see like any actually like
They
extended.
kissed the scars because they're two. What do you call it?
Battle-hardened heroes.
Two damaged
Yeah.
people. I would
Yeah,
say
and
that
it's-
I thought it was really well done. I really enjoyed like the scene. Like I thought it was like if you like told me like Master Chief's gonna have sex in this episode, I'd be like, oh no, don't do that. But like the music was good, the score was great. Like it wasn't too graphic. You got the point. And then afterwards,
but
McKee removes her energy sword fingernail
Yeah.
quite painfully.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that.
that. Oh man, because that was deep.
oh
in there.
yeah, I was like, that was
Yeah.
a cringe. That was a cringe
That was
moment
painful.
right there.
Yeah, that was painful to watch.
And she did it without screaming, just with Master Chief right behind her.
Now, see,
Yeah.
originally, like I was hesitant about the screenwriter's choice to remove the key or to remove the sword right after they had sex. One, I thought that was great. Like
Because it was.
that just took me back to like losing my first time and like, oh, I'm in love. Like, think about it. Like these
Take
two
out your
people, like,
nail.
yeah, that's exactly what I did after I lost my virginity. I ripped out my fingernail.
Yeah.
It was like
Well,
her
like,
first
you know,
Like, is this
sign.
real?
Her first
There's-
sign she's going against the Covenant. and
Right.
thing.
Now, like, I was a little disappointed because I liked the aspect of like, is she gonna turn on John or is she falling for John? Like, is this all an act? I like that aspect of like, is
I
she
think
being
if-
truthful?
I think
is
at
she
first
being
it was an act. But
Yeah, at first it was an act,
Then
and
she
then-
fell for him.
Oh, and then she saw those abs. She was like, oh, you look a lot hotter than those.
She saw those
really
Those
elite.
Master Cheeks, what everybody's calling them online.
He
Master
took the hel-
Cheeks.
He took the helmet off and he looked like sexy Squidward to her. You know,
What if it was?
like
What
that
if it was like in Halo 1? He takes the helmet off and it's a helmet.
It's another helmet.
That was in Halo 1.
takes it off
Now-
as Pete Davidson? Like, oh,
Matt,
So-
have you seen Halo?
Ew.
None of them whatsoever.
No,
so
no,
many,
whatsoever.
so many
Well,
spoilers right here.
No,
Have you-
I
What
no
about
desire
Strange
to
New
see it.
Worlds?
Matt, have you played the Halo video games?
I played like the first and second in college,
Wow.
but
You
haven't
picked-
kept
Well,
up with
good.
them.
Well,
you
good,
picked a
because
great
these are
episode
not
to come back on.
because these are not very related. So you're fine.
Well, it's
Well,
I don't
or
know.
are they, Robbie?
Well, they got characters.
Well,
Some of
so
they got the same characters. And
upon
Grunts.
rewatching the season, I have to say, like every individual character, I thought was really, really well done. Not exactly who they were in the video games or in the books, but a close enough variation that you can be like, I know who that is.
Well-
That's Halsey, and I know that, and that's Cortana, and like it
One
was
thing-
close enough while not being the same.
Well, one thing that bothered me was Keen's. This might be slipping into episode 9 a bit, but Keen's was apparently complicit with Halsey's kidnapping the children, but only she was being prosecuted for it. That's a
Yeah,
little
she
weird
was.
to me.
She was the fall guy, so she was the scapegoat. So that's why.
all Halsey, we had nothing to do with this.
Yeah,
Keen's is
basically.
like,
And hold
I
on,
know
hold
this
on.
bitch.
Pause for a second. There's something that concerns me is that Major had the free time to rewatch all of these.
yeah, I only watched them once, and that was
Major
enough.
has the most free time.
I mean, you say it's free time. I just have a different like work schedule than you guys, but yeah, basically.
So, yeah, I only watched all these once, and I mean, I think these last 2 episodes were probably, I think the 2 of the best. I mean, 1 was okay, 5 was probably the best up to this point. But yeah, 8 was pretty good. I really didn't like 8 until the very end, where the Spartans were fighting each other.
That was
That was
cool.
pretty. Yeah, that
That
was
was great.
well done.
How about
So,
Kai
like-
showing off, lifting up that warthog with people in it?
Talk about Chekhov's muscle mass. Like I like how they showed Kai showing off like how strong she was. So later on, when she gets handcuffed, like it's really viable that she can break through concrete.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then
I think a big question here, though, is
Yeah.
what kind of psycho screenwriter only does 9 episodes in a season? It's such an arbitrary number. Why not 8 or 10?
Well,
Stranger
I think
Things.
the pacing was okay. So I think it told the
Well-
story it wanted to tell in 9 episodes. They had, I don't know if you listened to a preview a couple episodes ago, or maybe when we first started, there was over 250 drafts for this season. So I think they just found the story they wanted to tell and then told that story, and that's how many episodes it was.
Oh, it's
Or
really eight.
maybe it was like they only had $60 million for the budget, so maybe that's really all they could afford.
Well, it's really only 8 episodes, because the Quan episode has nothing to do with the main story. You know, beyond the fact that she was in earlier episodes of Master Chief, but
That's true.
And a lot of people
I
were
don't-
A lot of people were hitting on the CGI of the fights. It seemed like some of the stuff wasn't real finished, but I found out that's because they shot all the action scenes last, and I guess they started running out of budget.
I was really hoping you were going to finish that sentence with they used the original footage from the Japanese Power Rangers.
oh yeah, it's
For-
like that.
for
All-
budgetary
when they
constraints.
had the helmets on, yeah, that's all Japanese footage. So fun fact. So episode 8. I can't really remember like Halsey was getting kicked off the planet. The Spartans fought each other. Halsey like went not AWOL, but she like was going to take over the Spartans and told them to go kill Master Chief.
Yeah, that was
And he
just
took them on.
treason. That wasn't AWOL. That was open rebellion.
Yeah, so she committed treason.
I thought that was really cool though. I liked how she's like that's her team. Like she's like that's her baby. Like Spartans, like fuck the UNSC. Like you're listening to me. Like take down the Master
Yeah.
Chief.
Yeah. And I can't remember what else happened in episode 8. It was I guess like McKee and John got together, so there was that big
You
love
had the
story.
Cortana portrayal. So Cortana betrayed Halsey and sided with the
Betrayal
Master
and-
Chief.
2 betrayals, 1 episode. Well, I guess McKee didn't betray John, but the UNSC found out that she was a Covenant spy, and then
Or
they
found out that she
tasered
killed
her right
Yeah.
where she was tasered last time as a kid. So
Yeah,
She
flashbacks
was
to her
pissed.
childhood.
So she went right back to Covenant.
I mean, can you blame her?
Yeah, I guess she wasn't
apparently
getting much out of Earth at that point.
Like, hey, I'm trying
They
to
must-
help you out here, and you're fucking torturing me again. Like, ouch.
Yeah.
Well, they found out
There
she
is,
killed off a whole
entire
ship,
ship.
they were wondering.
Yeah.
I
But
guess
you
just
know,
go in Eps.
this is America. You can't just like brutally attack somebody. You have to try them in court. You know, you have to get the whole story. Maybe she was being held hostage by those hunters, right? We don't know. I mean, we do know because we watched it happen, but they don't know.
It also wasn't just like a shock. That dude was holding that thing on her.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Let's just
Did you
flash
see
out
how
of it.
cinched his body was afterwards? That was good effects.
Oh yeah.
Major,
How
let's
come-
ignore the whole extrajudicial, killings by a drone that America does.
Hey, that's a different podcast, buddy.
That's the ATF isn't watching it, or the NSA isn't watching this podcast. We have to
That's
have
the
a link in the dark.
That's
upload
our
to the dark web.
Obama Don't Bomb Me podcast.
So I guess we just go in episode 9 because that was the way better episode of the two. So we had Kai, sprinting past all the Marines as she was going to Halsey's ship. It
Man.
looked 100% real. That was not
I
CGI
love-
at all.
I love how fast Spartans run. Like, I know like this is
Yeah.
in the
That
past,
armor, too.
but like it was
You
good. It's just
Imagine-
fun. It's fun to see it happen.
You just got to go back to like yourself in early 2000 when that's just insane CGI at the time.
yeah. Or watch
Like-
the damn show again so they can get a better budget for next year.
They'll do
Hey,
like
maybe they'll have a lot more in season 2. I wonder if
just do what
season 2 is
Stone's
done
doing.
or if like they're working on it right now.
No, it's probably just been like they're probably just writing it right now. I don't think they
Yeah, they're
I
probably
they
think
waiting
they're
for
in.
feedback.
I think they're in the process of it.
I just
They
hope
better
listen-
be.
Yeah, I just hope they like listen to the fans and just have more Covenant. Well, I think they actually need to get the actual Halo in season 2. I was kind of hoping they would like at least see it, like not maybe land on it, but at least like see it and then for season 2. But it's like at the end of the season, it was just like Master Chief was taken over by Cortana, which was sort of didn't make sense. Not make sense, but the fact that she just fought the Covenant for a little few seconds, and the Pelican came in.
And she's
Killed
like,
her
"It's
by the
not
roots."
possible." And it's like, "Well, you're gonna make it possible."
Yeah.
Okay,
well, I
this
guess
is
all right.
possible.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't
So-
possible beforehand because the Master Chief would
Chief.
freeze up every time he touched the artifact. So,
Oh yeah, and
That's
since
Chief.
he's knocked out, she can grab it.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah, I
and
guess
also
that
remember-
part of it. Yeah.
I did think it was a dick move that she didn't call in the Pelican earlier.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was cool. She's standing there and then just calls in the Pelican.
And also, don't
awesome.
forget that shot where she is carrying out the artifact. You see the 3 prophets behind them, unprotected. Maybe
Yeah.
kill them. Maybe.
Maybe go after the.
And I guess
prophets.
now the internet has the Master Chief they're wanting, just the one who doesn't talk and kicks ass.
Super stoic. Yeah,
I'm sure he's-
great.
Chief's always.
I'm
fine.
sure he's not gonna. I'm sure as long as he's Cortana, not gonna take the helmet off.
Yeah, since he's like brain dead, if he takes off the helmet, will just be like drooling, his eyes like crisscrossed. He's like brain dead, and like oh, I don't know.
Too
That'd
bad
be funny.
for you. This better.
He's just like bleeding. So, all right. So what helps? What'd you think of the Covenant battle this episode? They landed on High Charity or whatever.
I think it's a little bullshit that the Master Chief's playing on easy mode and not legendary, but I get it. I get it. Sometimes you're just trying to get through the episode, so you're just running through on easy mode.
Y'all like the
I like the
y'all
fight
like
scenes.
for the shooter?
The brutes was great. And like, so I was watching it and I was like, oh, like they went for a shooter. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. In the back of my head, I was like, yeah, but I'm like one of the only people I know who likes first person shooter, like montages inside like a movie or a TV show.
yeah,
I was
because
like, the
Doom did
internet's
it
gonna
last.
hate this.
Yeah, because like Doom did it first, and everyone hated Doom.
I thought it was cool,
Um,
but yeah, that's exactly what I was
think-
thinking of was Doom.
Yeah,
Doom.
I can't really think of another
I think Doom is pretty
example, but yeah,
Frank.
because I think we saw it for free because y'all were working at the theater back then. So
Yeah, we did. I mean,
And,
Rob and I saw it for free. You, a non-employee, definitely paid full price for your ticket.
Sure, yeah. But yeah, so Dune did it. Dune.
Dune did it better.
Yeah. But yeah, it was cool. I liked they had the actual Halo score during the battle.
Right, the music was a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they sort of got through all that contract BS to get some of it in the show.
Seems they have a limited amount of time they can use the actual Halo themes.
It's like,
hey,
you only use like 30 seconds of a song.
They just
that's
use
just
it.
what I was
Without
gonna
having to
say.
pay
Under 30
royalties.
seconds before having to do it. But the copyright police comes down and gets you. So, what do you guys think? Are you excited for season 2?
I mean,
Yeah.
I'll watch it since y'all are gonna make me, but this was
We're gonna
definitely the
make
best
you.
episode. This
So
was
I
the
guess
best
that's-
episode of the 9.
I guess
With
that's
actual Halo stuff in it. So if
I
they do
mean-
more Halo stuff, in the actual Halo show, I'll definitely watch. But they have they do like a spin-off with Quan. I'm no way I'm gonna watch that.
less Quan,
Yeah.
more Cortana.
I finished up the
Yeah.
episode and I was like, oh man. I was like, all the haters are gonna love the last 30 minutes of the last episode of the season of Halo.
Yeah, they get their silent, armored up Master Chiefs.
Covered in Covenant blood.
Yeah.
And probably some human blood. Oh, do y'all remember when they had Riz or whatever had like her entire torso was like burned off?
Yeah,
had, like,
yeah,
cauterized
the
the
cauterized
wound.
it.
Yeah.
That was
What,
like almost as bad as ripping out the fingernails. So,
What's gonna happen next season? Like they said in season 1 that Cortana, that it's irreversible. Like once Cortana takes over, Master Chief is gone. But
Yeah, she said
clearly they can't do that for
Yeah.
that can't be the continuation.
They
of
gotta
the
have a
show.
way. Yeah, they gotta have a way to bring it back.
Episode
Well,
1, they'll
in the
find
video
somebody
game,
that can
Cortana
hack
was.
them.
They're gonna Star Wars Rise of Skywalker it, just immediately go back on it.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing we might see the Arbiter next season. I'm really surprised they showed the brutes before they showed the hunters, though. I mean, they sort of teased the hunters with the worms, but
Yeah, they only showed
back-
the worms and a foot.
they shouldn't have
that's
showed
really
the
a
brutes
good
until
big boss reveal.
they shouldn't have showed the brutes until season 2 or 3.
I was
You know,
surprised
they-
you saw the brutes so fast.
Yeah, so I mean, it's they show all this stuff in season 1. What are they gonna reveal in subsequent seasons? Obviously they gotta do the flood. They gotta do the Arbiter. They actually gotta show Halo. They gotta show the Monitor and all that. So
Oh, that'd
I
be
guess
so
we'll have
cool
to do
if the flood is in season 2.
I was gonna say, what if they were ending season 1, they're finishing up the last shot, and you see Master Chief, and he's flying the Pelican through space, and they zoom out, and then you see just one of those little flood bodies just scurrying across the back of the Pelican.
Oh,
And a little teaser for season 2. That'd be
oh
cool.
yeah.
I don't know. I think they'll probably tease the flood at the end of season 2, but I wouldn't surprise. The way this show's going, they might just show it in the second episode.
That would get him a
Actually,
season
the Halo,
3.
though. What was that?
That would get him a season 3.
Yeah.
Just tease
Yeah.
the
Well,
tease the
Paramount-
flood at the end.
Can you imagine the
Paramount-
horror?
Paramount realizes they can't rely solely on Star Trek, so they have to give Halo another shot. And originally this was supposed to be on Showtime, but like I said, Showtime doesn't like having good shows or
Star
interesting
Trek or
shows.
Halo?
What were they doing?
Start Halo.
Oh, I'm talking about Showtime.
Halo is
yeah.
on Showtime.
Halo was going to be on Showtime, and then they washed their hands of it, and then Paramount Plus took it up. So yeah,
Now let's just see what else is on Paramount Plus before I cancel it till season 2.
Exactly right.
You watch Yellowstone. Everyone loves
yeah.
Yellowstone. Apparently, I haven't seen that.
And that's
I watched
only
the
on
first
Paramount.
Everyone's talking
That's
about
only on
Yellowstone.
Paramount. Yeah, that's only on Paramount Plus.
Yeah, I also started
What's
watching
Yellowstone
Strange.
about? Pitch me. Pitch me.
like
I want
a-
to watch this
yes.
show.
It's like a western, ain't it?
Isn't
It's
it?
like a neo western.
Someone said it was
it's like-
Game of Thrones. A
with
Western
white
Game of
people.
Thrones.
Oh,
I guess so.
I have no idea.
I
Well, they're
haven't
it's
watched it, but I've heard.
It's like rich white landowners who own the Yellowstone Park or whatever are in contention or battling the Indians or something like that. Not battling the Indians, but there's conflict with the Native Americans who say Yellowstone should be theirs. I think, and there's like some other
Is that
Probably.
fiction or
Stuff.
non-fiction?
It's fiction. And then there's like a prequel that's set in like the 1800s. So, but apparently I've heard everyone loves Yellowstone, but like I haven't had to get Paramount Plus until Halo. So, but I watched the first episode of Strange New Worlds. It was okay. I mean, it was like nothing amazing, but I think if people will like it, because it's definitely a lot more. It feels like more classic Star Trek, just with better effects. It has the guy from Doctor Strange in it. The guy who played Black Bolt.
Anson Mill or whatever.
Anson Mount, yeah, he plays
Anson Mount.
sounds like a porno. It sounds like a porno name. He's
Anson Mount.
Captain Pike. Anson Mount,
Yep.
yeah, that's his name. But he plays Captain Pike, who was the captain in the first Star Trek pilot that got rejected by the studio, but he was sort of incorporated into canon later on. He's like the guy who had the Enterprise before Kirk. So it takes like 10 years. It takes like 10 years before the original series. And I think Kirk is gonna be
What?
on the show, yeah, because Spock's already on it. They already recast Spock. And he's on the show. So is Uhura, and but they haven't shown
I'm a
James
big
Kirk yet.
Star Trek fan. My wife,
Yeah, I think you might dig
is
it.
super big. I mean, she loves Star Trek
would
because it's
say- I
calming.
I think you'll
Star
like
Trek
it.
is
People don't-
morally, centering. It has a lot of like substance. Every single Star Trek iteration is good. Every single
Yeah, I
one.
think they're
Put me on
definitely
the
trying to
record.
they're trying to corral the old school fans because
Even Voyager?
Discovery and
Dude,
Picard have been
everything.
yeah. I don't know. I'm not a huge Star Trek guy. I think I've only seen like a handful of episodes of original series and Next Generation, and it's very like I don't know, kind of like out there, but it's like I know it's like a very
It's campy.
fast,
It's like Doctor Who for Americans. It's very campy.
basically, yeah. Like anything can
The
happen.
Lost City is a movie on Paramount Plus. It's a pretty good It's a pretty good movie to watch.
Oh
watch
yeah,
with
there's
your-
also
with
there's
your
also a miniseries called The Offer about the making of The Godfather.
Dude, how lazy is that? Like, we don't have a movie, so we're gonna make a mini series
Movie about a movie.
Yeah, we're gonna make content about us making content.
Dude, a crazier movie would be the making of Apocalypse Now, because I think like the director almost tried to commit suicide just because of the stress and like everything was
Jeez.
falling apart. So, but yeah, I think like a hurricane like destroyed like all of their film equipment, so they had to reshot a bunch of stuff, and like Marlon Brando showed the set like way too fat for the role of a army colonel.
The
And
scene
like
in which the helicopters fly into Flight of the Valkyries, 10 minutes after they recorded that scene, the pilots had to respond to an attack and actually flew 10 miles away to where rebels in the Philippines were attacking government
Oh, wow.
forces.
wow.
So that's why
Yeah, I
this
think,
scene
like-
is really awkward.
Yeah, and then Martin Sheen was like an alcoholic, and I think all the other crew members were like doing drugs and stuff. So that would
Isn't there,
that's like a
ton of stuff about that movie.
well, it's like
There's
it's
like,
like, it's
there's
just
like a ton of like
every
fun facts.
yeah, like everything went wrong, but yeah, it's still an amazing movie. So that would like be a way more interesting making of movie than I think The Godfather, but so maybe they'll do The Offer Part 2 or the they'll call it The Journey or whatever. But yeah, that's I think I don't know, not the last good movie Francis Ford Coppola made, but that's like the other movie he made, but I think he had a way harder time making that movie than The Godfather. So, well, yeah, that's getting good reviews. And apparently, I think who's in it? Miles Teller. He seems to be making a comeback since Fantastic Four. I think he's like in the new Top Gun movie. He's in that new Netflix movie with Chris Hemsworth. So he seems to be making a comeback, or his career wasn't destroyed apparently by Fantastic Four. So
Chris Hemsworth, his ancestors must have been good tailors.
yeah, probably. He's like from Australia, so like, don't they like do don't they herd sheep there?
Oh yeah,
Guessing.
maybe.
Well, there's like a place called like New South Wales. Maybe I'm just getting that confused with actual Wales. So, but yeah, I think that's basically our show. I think Halo, these last two episodes were pretty good. I think probably the ninth one was probably the best one out of all of them, and 8 was better than the one with Quan. But I think episode 1, 5, and 9 were probably the best.
Yeah.
So, but I guess we'll have to wait till next year for another Halo. But yeah, I mean, it was an okay show. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it either. It was parts of it were enjoyable. But we'll just have to stay tuned.
Forced.
Next week.
Forced.
What's up?
Force. What are you looking forward to?
Stranger Things and Obi-Wan Kenobi next week. So they're both
Awesome.
coming out on Friday. I'm gonna be out of the country, so I might have to watch it on my phone.
I heard.
No,
Yeah.
do not watch anything. If you're out of the country, enjoy your time out of the country.
No.
Do not do
So-
anything else.
No, you watch it, and then reach out
No, do not watch it. Damn it.
to
Fucking
ExpressVPN.
enjoy
it.
and try to get a sponsorship.
I'm only gonna be there for 3 days, so yeah, I'll probably watch it when I get back, which is good. I mean, Netflix needs to seriously rethink releasing their entire season at one time, because they're just like they released in one weekend instead of was it 9 episodes?
Yeah, there's no hype.
per week.
No hype building.
Yeah, you'll have subscriptions for 3 months rather than 1 month. So, and plus
No,
no ads. so
Netflix
it's like,
knows what they're doing.
However, I've been
no,
That's-
they've lost.
No.
They're
That's
stuck.
what I hate about these new Paramount Plus, Peacock, everything. People are literally only paying for TV shows and then immediately dumping them. And I hate how that's become standard now. The reason why it's 9 episodes is because that's 3 months of paid subscriptions they get out of you by stretching it out. And I
Yeah.
appreciate that Netflix doesn't do that because they're telling it's about the quality, not the money.
Yeah,
Right.
but people are taking advantage
And their share
Reason.
price shows it.
Yeah, when Halo ends, I wonder how much their subscription count's going down.
Well,
I'm
I
about
think
to
they're hoping
cancel mine.
Strange. I think they're hoping Strange New Worlds holds people for a little bit longer. 'Cause I think it's probably the. All right, so Halo is great this week, guys.
Time to go back.
Yeah.
Halo is great.
I don't even know, like,
Damn it.
I'm just over here like, what are you
The
guys?
last-
Why are you guys
the
even like
last,
talking? Like, all
the
we had to
last,
do was
like,
plug the
5
Twitter and say
Yeah,
goodbye.
yeah,
But
that's
you
true.
guys are
So we
talking
can-
Well,
Yeah,
all
we
you
can,
missed was
wrap up.
for sponsoring Strange New Worlds.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know if we want to talk about that since we have Stranger Things, not Strange New Worlds. Talk about next week
Cereal.
or next Monday when I get back.
You watch
we need
the
to
first
create a
one and tell us how
Patreon.
good it is. Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably
Help us
next
pay
step.
for our streaming services.
And
That's true.
You can see what we talk about before we record.
Yeah.
If
Well,
you
I
didn't,
usually try to
I'll
put
force.
that in the
See
episode.
behind the scenes.
I'll make Forrest watch whatever you want us to if you donate enough. We'll
We
even
should probably
finish
get on
Why
that.
the Last Man if you join our
Oh
topic.
no, we
No,
won't do that. You're on
Guys,
your own.
there
You
was-
start your own podcast.
There was one episode left. We can watch one episode. We can watch the final.
I didn't
No,
even make
there
it
was
to
like- there was
Oh,
like
was
6.
there only one left?
Oh,
Well, I
then
think you
fuck
got
all you
far.
guys. I got to episode 8. I hate all of you.
I'm not sure what episode I stopped.
You guys left me behind after
I think-
the bath scene or whatever. You're like, oh, boobs. All right, I've got enough from this show.
It definitely got a lot more ratings that week. But yeah, I think we've shit on that show enough. It's gone. It's over.
God, we did.
You know, they dropped the ball.
They
Well, we got the
canceled
boys
it
on
Yeah,
before the
'cause they
season
got-
over.
Oh yeah, they canceled it. Wow.
Before the season was
Yeah,
even over. How
or season
just-
2.
For
Were
they
they
should-
about-
canceled.
Were they
Well, at
about
least,
to get
yeah.
a season 2?
No, they like hadn't even finished season 1. It was like halfway through season 1, and they were like, "Guys, don't worry, we're canceling the show."
That's
There's
just
this-
like, what have we done?
Finish your season.
Why did we even try?
And it was so like I don't know, not narcissistic, but like the showrunner when it got canceled was just like, at least we had an opportunity. We had all female writers, all
Also just
female
the-
directors, mostly female cast, and it's like, well, that's the thing. You have a story whose main character is a male, and you don't have any male voices in the writing room or behind the camera. Like, probably, that's probably why it failed. I'm not saying there shouldn't have been. There could still have been women, obviously, that would have been necessary.
No, I mean, it's hard. It's hard to
but
write for the opposite
having-
sex.
But
That's
like,
what.
yeah, it's absolutely no men in the writing room or men directing. Like, what did you think was going to happen? You're trying to tell a story about the last man.
Well, I mean, so like Seth MacFarlane has come out and said like the reason why Meg is like so underwritten is because like the writing staff, especially in the beginning seasons, like the writing staff didn't know how to write for like a female girl, so they just like made her like the butt of every joke.
And don't forget, Mia Kunis used to be like a huge movie star, so she was like busy doing movies and stuff, so like she wasn't like available every week. Anyway, but yeah, Major, you want to plug the social media? I think we've exhausted all conversation.
Absolutely, guys. I thoroughly enjoyed Halo. I thought it was one of probably my favorite TV shows that we've reviewed on this podcast. Let me know what you guys think. Tweet at us at Z Zealot Podcast. That's Z Zealot Podcast on Twitter. Let us know what you think about Halo, and if you're excited for Stranger Things, or
Obi-Wan.
if you're one with the Force with Obi-Wan.
I can just imagine that that I liked Halo, changed my mind meme. The guy with the table and the coffee.
Mister's face posted on it. Maybe that should be a thumbnail if we ever do like thumbnails on YouTube.
I liked Halo, changed my mind.
Yeah,
I will say Halo.
I thought the Halo series was good.
Because there's
Halo was
so
more
many haters
enjoyable
out there online.
It was more enjoyable than Moon Knight. I'll give you that, except for the Quan episode. Like that one Quan
I actually
episode
didn't even
made
hate
Moon
the
Knight
Quan episode.
Yeah,
I didn't even hate I thought the Quan episode was surprisingly
I also
above average.
I also went in with very low expectations.
Very
so,
low expectations.
Probably took me like 3 episodes.
So I
to
think
finish
that made it
Very.
I was like looking at my watch. I think I paused it. Probably took like 3 days total to actually finish
Well,
through it. So
it took not one, but it took 2 acts of God to get you to get back onto episode 2 of this series. So I mean,
episode 2 and 3
I'm just
were
glad.
2, 3, and 4
I'm just
were
glad you
so
finished
slow
it.
though. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's our show. I'm Forrest.
Thanks for listening, everyone. I'm Major.
And I'm Robbie.
I was only here to screw up the intro and outro, Matt.
And I am Tip.
There.
Matt, we'll have to have you
Somewhere.
back on one time when are you gonna watch Obi-Wan?
You at least gotta watch
I am
Obi-Wan.
actually going to be
Hell yeah.
camping this weekend, so I will watch it eventually.
Okay.
Well,
You
I
plan on
think I'm
watching
gonna be
the
gone
series?
too, so we probably can't even like do it till like Monday or of next week anyway. But
Yeah,
I got
Yeah,
some
all
next
right.
recorded.
that's
All
our
right,
show.
thanks for listening, guys.
Everyone have a great week.
But